Remember you guys, I told you last video I wasn't gonna stand Sean anymore? What a lie. What a freaking lie. I didn't tell you I wasn't gonna stand him. I told you I shouldn't, but I won't because, let's be real, no, it's never gonna happen. Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Issa, and today I have a video that's perfect for beginners. We're all beginners at some point, especially when it comes to makeup, and I find that the market can be just overly saturated with product right now, and as a beginner, I would definitely feel really intimidated as to what to buy, like, you know, where do I splurge, where do I save, and stuff like that. So I decided to create a video that will make that super easy for you guys. I compiled a bunch of my favorite must-have makeup that is really easy to use, and I just put it into a kit for you guys. I broke down every single category and area, and I just put it in a kit, so if you're a beginner and you don't know where to start building your kit, this is a perfect video for you. Also, if you're a beginner and you're just starting to get into the hang of makeup, I have a full series for that. It's called Makeup 101. I will link it in the I thing, and it's basically where I break down every single makeup step, and I just teach you how to apply it, how to choose makeup that is right for you and your skin type, and obviously how to apply everything in tips and tricks. And if you're into really easy and real makeup content, make sure to subscribe, and once you hit that button, we can go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with primer. I have my two primers over here. First one for the drugstore primer. My favorite drugstore option is actually not a real primer. This is the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. If you haven't been on YouTube for a long time, then you definitely missed Nikki Tutorial's video using this as a primer. This has glycerin in it, and that is why it's so good as a primer, because glycerin makes products stick to your face. I use this on my clients all the time whenever I do freelance makeup, and it's amazing. It's really affordable. It's huge. It's literally the size of my head. If you just want something that will make your makeup last, get yourself this one. And then moving on to the high-end side, I have the J1 Jelly Pack Dramatic Firming Skin with Improved Elasticity and Pore Smoothing. This one's really sticky, as this says. It's pore filling. It's K-beauty, so it's Korean if you're into that. It is really expensive. It's also quite big. This has a lot more properties in it, but it also makes your makeup last such a long time. So, you know, you decide where you want to go. If you have really nice, you know, maybe you're a teenager that's starting to wear makeup and you have really nice skin, or you have a lot of acne and spots and stuff, I would not recommend going for something that's super full coverage, because as a beginner that can be super hard to manage. Trust me, it happened to me. So I would definitely suggest that you guys start with something really, you know, light coverage. My drugstore pick is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation on the go, and cushion foundations are awesome, but this one is really good because it definitely evens out your skin. It covers a little bit, the redness and whatnot. It will not give you a lot of coverage, but it just evens out the skin and it makes it look really flawless and beautiful. If you want to start off with something that is really easy and simple to blend and everything, then I would definitely go with this one. They have a wide shade range as well, and it is really affordable. On the pricier side, I have the love of my life MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. Now this is also really light coverage, but you can build it up. Now this is water-based, so even if you have oily or drier skin, this will work perfect for you. They have a huge shade range. It's super easy to blend. You can blend it with your fingers. It's just, it evens out your skin and it makes it look beautiful. If I had to pick, I would definitely pick this one to be like your first foundation. The other one's also nice, but this one is my favorite and I use it every day. Face and Body is my child. We are moving on to concealer. This, again, there are so many concealers out there. There are a lot in the drugstore that are really good. My favorite, like all-time favorite drugstore concealer is my LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. I've gone through various tubes of this. It's like less than $5 and it's just so good. They have a lot of shades as well. They have correcting shades and they have more concealing shades. This is so affordable. It's so affordable. LA Girl has some really good products, some misses as well, but this is just such a hit. It's amazing. It covers everything so well, but it's really easy to blend and it will not make your under eyes look textured. It's not hard to work with. If you're just experimenting with concealer, you don't know what the hell you're doing, get this one because it's pretty bomb. Next, I have my favorite high-end concealer at the moment, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. This is Completely different formula. This is a lot more high coverage, so if you suffer from really dark circles, you can wear this. But also if you don't and you just want something that's a higher coverage, you can get this one. It is really easy to use as well. It blends flawlessly. I would say it's kind of like a medium coverage and you can build it up, but it will not look cakey on you. And it's just a long wearing concealer, so you don't have to worry about it creasing or touching up throughout the day. This is gonna be just your best friend, basically. Moving on to powder, I also have two powders, and the first one is a Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I have used this so much, but it's so good. This is the translucent one. They have colored ones as well. If you have oilier skin, definitely try this one. If you don't know what shade you are yet, and if you're kind of afraid of fucking up your base, translucent powder is the way to go. But also, if you're not into like matte powders, the Maybelline Fit Me powder, they have the loose one and the pressed one. I don't have it, but I know everyone loves that one. And it's pretty affordable and it's pretty amazing as well. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more high-end, I definitely recommend Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've had this tiny one for years and honestly, I have not gone through it. This powder is a cult favorite for a reason. It's really good on your face. It doesn't accentuate any fine lines. It doesn't add any more coverage, just translucent. It doesn't flash back, which is really important when it comes to powders. These last a long time, great value for money, and you could use it all over your face, under eyes, setting your lids, and it will work perfectly. So if you want something that's a little bit higher end but you will get a lot of use out of, try this one out. Okay, now we can move on to bronzer. If you've watched my videos, you know my drugstore pick is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's the best bronzer. It smells like heaven, so if you want a bronzer that smells like heaven on earth, get this one. Their shade range isn't the best. I know they've updated it since coming out with the original shade range, which is great, but what I love about this one for beginners is that it's super easy to use. It's really buttery, but it isn't overly pigmented. So when you first start applying it, you might not see a lot of product going onto your cheek, and that's great. It's really buildable. It doesn't look heavy on your face, and it will always blend well no matter if you're a beginner or you've been doing makeup for 75 years. This will work for you. On the higher end of the spectrum, I have the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I know everyone talks about this one, but it's for a good reason. I really like this one because you can use it as a bronzer, but also as a contour because it's not too warm or too cool. I really love this one because first of all, it'll last you forever. I've had mine for like 5 years. It's been a long time, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The formula is really nice. The little brush that comes with it is also kind of nice as well. So if you're a beginner and you don't have a lot of brushes yet, this one's kind of cool to just... It works amazing. It blends really well. It's easy to use and it's really easy to build up as well. So you'll get the hang of it in no time. Moving on to my current fucking favorite category, blushes. There are a lot of blushes at the drugstore that I love, but my absolute favorite right now, and the one that I think everyone needs, is the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in Peach Primrose, and it looks like this. It is so beautiful. Obviously, you would pick a shade that works well for you. I would steer clear of like really pinky tones or really dark ones because they're harder. I would go for more peachy and nude blushes if you're starting out because that's easier for everyone to just blend. But I really like this formula. It's really pigmented, but it's not overwhelming pigmented. It blends really well. It's easy to layer. In my opinion, just these are really great. I just love them. I love them a lot, and I know that they're perfect for beginners for all these reasons. Now for the high-end option, I have the Bare Minerals Gen Nude blushes. I have mine in that peach though. I have to say this formula is perfect for beginners. It's not overly pigmented. It's really buttery and soft, and it's really easy to blend with a brush, and it makes everything look beautiful. These types of blushes just do the work for you. Again, a light shade, a peachy shade, a nude shade, so that everything is easier for you and you don't end up looking like a clown. It is really light upon application, so if you want to build it up, you go and build it up, but it will not look overwhelming right from the start, which is great if you're a beginner because I have been there. Blushes like this one and the flower one are perfect because they build up slowly. We're moving on to highlighters. I have 3 because why not? If you're just starting out and you're not really confident in highlighter, or you just don't want to beam, you know, you don't want to go out and like blind people, my favorite one is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I've used this so much, it doesn't even look like it's been used. I talk about this one a lot, and the internet talks about it a lot because it's really subtle. It's not powdery because it's baked, so it will not look powdery on your face. It's really easy to blend, so it's not gonna be blinding. It's gonna look really natural. If you want something that looks natural, go with this one. It doesn't matter if you want high-end or budget. This one is the best for that. If you want something that's a lot more boom, chrome. Go for the Maybelline Master Chrome metallic highlighter. I have this one in $2.50. This one was limited edition, but they have a lot of shades. If you're just looking for something that's so blinding, try this one out. It's amazing. It also blends really well, but it definitely is really intense right from the get-go. So if you're not looking for intense, go for the other one. But if you want something super intense for a really low price, try this one out. And if you're looking for something that's a little bit more expensive, and by a little I mean a lot, go for Becca Shimmer and Skin Perfector. Their whole highlighter range, whether it's liquid, the poured, or this one, it's the pressed. Becca highlighters are quite intense. Everyone loves them. These are amazing. They're like the best highlighters in the market right now. If you're looking for a highlighter that just does it all, these are the best. You can go in with a lighter hand and apply it, and it'll look a little bit more natural. And if you want to beam, if you want to blind people, you can also do that with these. My favorite is Champagne Pop, but they have a lot of shades. If you're looking for a highlighter, Becca will not do you wrong. Okay, last but not least, we have setting sprays, and here we have some of my favorites. If you're just looking for something to refresh your face or ever feel a little bit too powdery, I recommend two products. First one is really dirty. It's my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is amazing. It's really affordable. It makes your face look beautiful and kind of radiant. If you just want something to refresh your makeup or make everything melt together, definitely try this one. The high-end alternative to that is definitely Fix Plus. I love it. Nothing about this or the Morphe one sets. These are not for setting, but they will make you look nice and they'll make you feel bougie. If you want something that'll set, I just have this one. This is the old packaging. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Such a ride or die. I've had this forever. It's amazing. If you're someone who finds that by the middle of the day your makeup is kind of wore off, try something like this. When you're done with everything, just spray it all together and you'll see magic happen, because this is amazing. It'll keep everything from like creasing, settling. Just overall, it's really, really necessary. So now we move on to the eye area, and we're starting out with brows. If you're someone who has bushy brows like me and you've always had bushy brows and you don't feel like you need to fill them in, if you're just looking for a product that'll groom your brows, kind of fill them in, but it's no fuzz, Glossier Boy Brow all the way. If you have no idea what you're doing with your brows, this will save your life. Kind of like a pomade, so it'll fill in any gaps, but it'll also groom your brows and it'll make them look fluffy and nice. And this isn't super expensive. I think it's less than $20. Glossier is more of an expensive brand, and you cannot get it everywhere, only online and at their stores, but it's amazing. And it doesn't matter if you don't have super bushy brows. If you have sparse brows, you'll love this as well because of the pomade. It'll make your brows look thicker. Lower brow is the best for beginners. It's the easiest, and you will thank me later. Now, if you want something that will fill in your brows, when it comes to drugstore products, I have this one right here. It's the L'Oreal brow product. The name is rubbed off. It's the Brow Stylist. They have a huge range. They have one that is really thin, and then they have this one that is more like a tear shaped. And honestly, this one works better if your brows like mine. If you have bushy brows and you just need something easy and quick, this one right here. But if you have sparser brows and you want something that will define your hairs more, the thinner one, like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, will work perfect for you. What I have to say is that the formula is amazing. It's really pigmented. It's really easy to use. It's not overly waxy and it's not overly pigmented. Easy to control. They have a lot of shades, so there's something for everyone. It's really affordable, and I think I kind of like it more than the Anastasia one because it's just so affordable and it's literally the same product. I also wanted to talk about this one. This is a brow definer by Anastasia, and it's the same thing. It has like the same shape, but this one is a lot waxier. So if you feel like you'll lose control over this, make sure to get something like this. It's a little bit waxier because it'll not disperse the color so much. Again, if you have thinner brows and you want something that'll define them more than this, go with the Brow Wiz because it's like a tiny nub. Moving on to eye primer. Eye primer is really important. I know a lot of people that say you don't need an eye primer, you can just do concealer, and I don't know who those people are because that just does not work for me. The first one that I have is my Milani eyeshadow primer. This one's in nude. It has quite a lot of product. I've used it a lot. It's more on the clear side. It doesn't really have a tint. So if you have really veiny lids or hyperpigmentation on your lids, this will not hide that, but it's a really great primer and it'll not make your lids crease. If you have really oily lids, so you just want something to wear with your eyeshadow, go with this Milani eyeshadow primer. But if you want something that has more of a tint, use something like the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer Potion and Eden. They have a lot of shades. So if you have a darker complexion, they have one that's a lot darker so that it'll match you. They also have clear ones, but I've been using Primer Potion ever ever since I started doing makeup, and it's such a blessing. It's amazing. I like this one because it just cancels out the color in my eyes, and it, you know, it's a blank canvas for me to do things. It's really nice. It doesn't make my eyeshadow crease a lot. This one also comes with a wand, which is really easy to apply. It's my favorite. I use it all the time, but you can go either way. Now we move on to eyeshadows. I'm gonna be talking about palettes because if you're a beginner and you're not planning on becoming a beauty obsessed person like me and a lot of people on the internet, then you will not need a lot, and you can just get one palette and have it work as everything for you. So there are a lot of good affordable brands that have palettes. If you're a beginner and you just want something that'll be easy for you, Morphe is the answer to your questions. This is my 35O palette. It was like less than $30, I think, and it comes with all of these colors. If you're a beginner and you feel intimidated by so many colors, you can get their palettes that are smaller. They have smaller palettes, and they're also really affordable. What I just wanted to get at is that they have everything, okay? They have shimmers, they have neutrals, they have a little bit of color over here, you know, depends on the palette that you get, but they also have really good mattes, and they're really easy shadows because they're not super pigmented to the point that you won't know what the hell you're doing with your life. But I mean, they're still quite pigmented and they'll still get the look. They're amazing. They're really affordable as well. So if you don't feel like you're gonna be obsessed with shadows, but you just want something to add to your look, then definitely go for a Morphe palette. If you're looking for something that's a little bit smaller or just higher end, Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I know everyone talks about the Naked palettes by Urban Decay, but I just find this to be just such a great beginner product because it has literally everything you need. So many neutrals, a little few pops of color here and there, a lot of mattes, a lot of shimmers, smells like chocolate. The quality of the shadows is really good. They're really blendable, but they're not overwhelming, and they just blend amazing. And I know a lot of friends who are not into makeup who have this and who swear by it because it's so easy to use. You basically have your looks planned out for you. If you want to go a little bit more adventurous, you could go in with these shades right here. There's something for everyone, and I really enjoy this palette. Moving on to eyeliner. I wanted to talk about the ColourPop liners because they have their liners that are like this, and then they have their pot liners, like their gel liners, and they're all basically gel liners, just they come in different presentations. The ones that come in a pot I love using for wings and just defining my lash line, and these ones I love using for my waterline. So they're all super affordable. They have every color imaginable. If you want neutrals, they have neutrals. If you want crazy colors, they have crazy colors, and these are, I think they're less than $6. They're really amazing, really pigmented, but they're also easy to use as well, and they're easy to, if you make a mistake, they're easy to erase and just do it again, which is super important when you're a beginner. And then if you're looking for something that's more intense, Inglot has got your back. Again, it's not super expensive. These are the AMC eyeliner gel. This one's in 77. It's the black one, and it's such a staple. Okay, it's such a staple, and these eyeliners do not go anywhere. If you're in the hunt for something that won't go anywhere, if you just love putting eyeliner on your waterline and you don't want it moving anywhere, get this. I will say though, it's hard to use at first. If you make a mistake, it's gonna take you a while to erase. So if you're a beginner, like extreme beginner with eyeliner, I wouldn't recommend going in with this one just yet. But if you're just looking for something that's a fail-safe, definitely try this one out because it's amazing. Moving on to mascara. First one is my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. This is my drugstore option, and this is amazing. It kind of smells like coconut. It's what I'm wearing on my lashes today, and it's so beautiful. Like, the bristles are fat. They're fat bristles, and you would think it's hard to apply. If you're a beginner, I think this is gonna be perfect because it's not waterproof, so it's easy to take off. If you like make any mistakes, you can take it off. It's also just really, like, the brush is really easy to comb through your lashes, and it will last all day long, so you don't have to worry about flaking or anything like that. But I really like how my lashes look, and I think this is one of the better ones at the drugstore. And then if you want something that's a little bit more expensive, you can go luxury with the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. It's beautiful. The brush is basically the same as the other one. It's fat. I love this one because it, again, it just lifts my brows. It gives them a lot of volume, and it makes them look like that the whole day. Everyone's really into this one right now. So if you want to splurge on your mascara, or if you're someone who doesn't do a lot to their eyes, this one right here, my friends, Lancome Monsieur Big. It's time to move on to lip colors, and this is gonna be kind of scary. If you're looking for something that is really affordable affordable. I'll tell you, go two ways. Maybelline and ColourPop. They all have really good formulas. They have really good liquid lipsticks. Maybelline has amazing liquid lipsticks, but they also have amazing bullet lipsticks. These are the matte ones and they're great. They smell like heaven. The formula is really good. They're really easy to apply and they have a lot of nudes. They have a whole nude range, so there's a nude for everyone. If you're a beginner, you're not wanting to fuss with any liquid lipstick or anything, bullet lipsticks are where it's at. Also with ColourPop, these are the lippy sticks. They're really easy to apply. The bullet is really small, so you can be precise with it. They have a lot of colors, both bold and nude, but their nude range is great. They also have the ultra satin lips, which are more long wearing, but they're not matte. So they're also quite easy to apply. If you want something that's a little bit more higher end, I would definitely recommend Bite Beauty. They make amazing lipsticks. Their lipsticks are made from all natural products, so you're not eating any like chemicals whenever a lipstick goes in your mouth. Their bullet lipsticks are amazing. I just didn't have any nude ones, but their liquefied lipsticks are great as well. This one's in caramelized. This is basically a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't dry down matte. They're really easy to apply. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit higher end, it's super high quality, try Bite. And if you want to be super bougie, try Lancome. I love these two formulas. This is the Absolute Lacquer and these are the matte shakers. The matte shakers are super easy to just apply and you know, they kind of do fade throughout the day, but they're easy to reapply all the time. And then these ones are more of a stain, so you apply it and it kind of stains your lips, but it's easy to apply as long as it's a nude and you know, it'll last a long time. So if you're looking for something that'll last you a long time, get these. They're expensive, but they're worth it. And now moving on to bold lips. First things I need to talk to you guys about are the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. These are liquid lipsticks and they can be a little bit harder and tougher to use if you're a beginner, but honestly, if you go in with a lip brush and you go slow with it, it'll work. These will definitely work and they won't move once they dry, so you won't have to worry about reapplying. They have a lot of colors. They have super bold colors like these and they have even bolder colors like blue, so there's something for everyone. They're really inexpensive. Now we move on to my love Fenty Beauty. They're Mademoiselle Plush lipsticks, I think that's the name of them. The whole range is great. They have nudes, but their crazier colors are beautiful. I love this one. It's in Freckled Fiesta. I use it all the time. It's kind of messy. The formula is great. It feels really lightweight on your lips, but it doesn't dry them out. If you're a beginner, these won't move around a lot. If you still want Fenty and you want something a little bit crazier, you can always go for their Stunna lip paints. They have nuder shades, but they also have crazy shades like this one, the red. They have new shades that are beautiful. The formula of these is really nice. Long wearing as well, but they're matte, so if you're not into that, don't get these. And the applicator makes it so easy. If you're not good at applying lipstick like me, the applicator will make it so easy. Yeah, if you're into crazy colors, try Fenty. And that is my beautiful roundup of products. These are the things that I think every beginner should have. These are the products that are easy for them to use. You get freaking drugstore affordable, you get higher end products, so depending on what you want, depending on your budget, definitely, you know, pick and choose from what I showed you today. I hope this video was helpful to you guys who are beginners, and even if you're not, just let me know if this video was helpful. I really hope it was, because that's all I want to do for you guys. I just want to help you out with my makeup obsession and knowledge. If you like videos that are easy, real, just like this one, make sure to subscribe and never miss out on another video. If you have Instagram and you're not following me yet, make sure to follow me. Username is right here and the link is down below as always. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys clicking this video. And yeah, I think we're done for today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you in my next video next week. Bye! I love you guys. Mwah.